Meleney, a pleasure to speak to you. Welcome to Power 98.7.
Good afternoon, Pabi.
I'm looking at 1,000.
Yes, it's
bodies.
1,000. It's 1,000 dead bodies.
And as we enter into Women's Month, very unfortunately, August is a scar rather than a place that we can really celebrate in any way for South Africans. There will be times where special organizations will get together to celebrate women's contributions to our society. But we can't stop addressing the very pressing issue of femicide in our country. So the Viva Foundation is choosing to spotlight the lives lost through bold and heartbreaking visual protests that they're hosting in Cullinan. Tell us a little bit more about the background of this. What do you think that was going on in terms of the specific artists that makes this have to happen?
All right, so the Viva Foundation has been involved in the prevention and response of gender-based violence since 2012, where we launched what our rape response protocol. It's a poster and a resource because we just figured out most people don't know what to happen when there's a rape. So this project started from there. We have so many challenges in the area of gender-based violence, sexual violence, prevention of, and then the femicide. So in South Africa, more than 5,000 women are killed in a year, which every 3 months is more than 1,000 women killed. What makes the murder of women so different? Because I know there's even more men being killed, but women are mostly killed by intimate partners and people they know and people who have vowed to protect them and love them and nurture them. So this is what is serious. That people in your home, in your area, your friends, your uncles, things like that, those are the people that commit these crimes against women. And so why I started the 1,000 Dead Bodies campaign, it's not just a shock tactic. I really want people to wake up to what it would look like. So if we imagine you wake up one morning and in your street lies the dead bodies of everybody that was killed all the women in the last 3 months, the world would sit up. Exactly. The world would sit up. But because these murders take place in darkness, in taxis, in fields where people are being dragged into and killed, and in homes, so we don't see it, we can't imagine it, and we are so bombarded by these statistics that we become almost calloused, we become desensitized, definitely, and we don't even look up anymore when we hear another person has been killed. And I hate to say it, but in our media, the ones who make it into our TV screens and onto our papers are the beautiful ones. We've got the luxury, if you may call it that, of choosing only the gorgeous victims or the most gruesome ones, and in beautiful children. So many children are killed.
Hang on, so you're saying that even as media, we choose, we pick and choose who we want to put in the spotlight?
I don't believe you do it on purpose.
Of course.
But if you Google today women who were killed in the last couple of years, you will see the ones that grab the public and the media's attention are those very beautiful ones. The unsightly, the ones in the far rural area, housewives, they're not going to make it. And I mean, I get goosebumps fresh even just saying these words. That's how shocking it is. And so that's not my issue. My issue is we've become desensitized. And what we want to do with the 1,000 Dead Bodies campaign, we want to create a visual protest. We want to invite people to our site. There's a lot of people coming. Our community, our organization have got direct beneficiaries that will be at the site. And I'm hoping for as close to 1,000 people as we can. And at the end of our ceremony, there's going to be addresses and choir will sing. And then we want to have the people lie down on the grass and take a drone footage, and just to see what it looks like. The number of women killed in our country in 3 months is, I'm trying to get people to wake up for the purpose of preventing, because our focus is prevention. Yes, we will respond, and yes, you want to comfort the victims after the fact, but isn't it better to prevent? And so if we can just get people to wake up and then ask, what can I do about it? How can this be changed? And that is the focus of this event.
I mean, I think that that's so visual and so visceral, and it definitely is a way to stage this on Women's Day. And many celebrate, but I think there's a very specific thing we're celebrating there that happened in the 50s, because it's just become worse and worse and worse and
Exactly.
worse. Beyond symbolism, let's talk about if you've had the ear of the president or of parliament, and what immediate action you demand to confront femicide and the urgency it deserves.
That's exactly, I'm glad you're asking, because what we are also going to do is we are launching a petition tomorrow, and we are demanding action for better and more and effective policing to prevent gender-based violence and femicide. We do not have enough police stations. We've got, for instance, where we work in one of our centers, Mamelodi East, there's one police station that service, I'm sure, close to 1 million or even more people. One police station, Mamelodi East, serves that whole entire sprawling community with informal settlements. It is impossible. Plus, then on top of that, is they are under resourced. Our local police station that serves Refilwe and Cullinan, they are under resourced. There's not enough vehicles. They use their own cell phones to make calls. There's no radios. So there's no equipment. And subsequently, there's the prevention, that you lose your preventative value when people know, perpetrators know, nothing is probably going to happen to me. Nobody's coming for fingerprints. Nobody's coming for DNA testing. When they take the DNA, it will take years. Files go missing. The detectives are under-resourced. So first of all, this is the action we are demanding from. If I had an interview with the president, I would say to him, stop talking about this problem. Create more police stations right now. Train them better, have more police stations, and have them better resourced. We literally waste money on so much frivolity when our police don't have any support. So, and I mean, I'm not even talking about corruption in the police. I'm talking about the good men and women who serve the police force, that they are under resourced. You come to the police station together with people who want to certify their ID, and you've got a victim in the same room there, waiting in line with people who's got documents to certify.
And I'm just petrified that we're going to get to a phase, if we haven't yet, that GBV becomes like HIV, becomes like potholes, becomes like anything else that we've heard so much about.
Exactly.
And we get, I don't know what the actual word is, but we get
complacent.
Yeah. And I'm so scared that happens as a woman in this country.
Exactly.
Because then we're already in hell, but whatever's below hell is where we're going.
Exactly.
So please tell us again how we can find you, how we can come and support you if we're close by.
If those are close by, on Google Maps, they can just put in Viva Connect Cullinan. So Viva Connect Cullinan, and that is our site. It's on Women's Day. It starts at 10 o'clock. We will have our program run out, and then we will serve lunch at the end, and then they can depart. So before lunch, we will have this photo taken. Also, if you're on off-site, wherever you are, you are welcome to put on a white t-shirt, maybe put some red paint on it,